on YouTube now. So welcome everybody to, I am Stacey Ray, founder and creator of A.R.T, Areola Restorative Tattoo, and this is Becky Barker, and we have just created a sacred tattoo fundamental online course that we're debuting this week, and we just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about it. Introduce yourself, Becky.
Hi, I'm Becky. I've been in the tattoo industry for nearly 13 years, and I was really lucky. I did a mega traditional apprenticeship, and I think both myself and Stacey have noticed over time that some of the information that is kind of really important in tattooing has kind of been lost. And there's information that's not being passed down through generation of tattooer to apprentice. So we just want to help kind of fill in the gaps. We want you to be able to fix your quill machine and learn about body flow and all sorts. So it's been really lovely making this course, because it's kind of just revisited all the things that you kind of take for granted, don't you, when you're learning and stuff. So I've had really good fun making it.
Yeah, it has been a good time. I have been tattooing. I started dipping my toes in the tattoo industry by drawing flash and hanging around the local tattoo shop when I was only 14 years old. But that was back in 1989 or 90. And at that time, there was no female tattoo artists in Canada, professional anyway. I think that there was a few women that had kind of maybe their husbands taught them, or they were tattooing in their houses. That wasn't, it's come a long way. And there was this really great thing that happened in the 90s and the early 2000s, and everybody was really serious about learning tattooing right. And everybody who was training might only do 1 or 2 apprentices in their entire career. I've only had 2 apprentices in my entire career, and I've been tattooing for 25 years. And so I would give my apprentices, I would tell them everything that I know, and then anything else that I learned, we would learn together, because I'm very committed to that student-teacher relationship. And like Becky said, we're just having all these conversations with tattoo artists that are like, how are these guys not being taught this anymore? And I think it has to do with the TV shows, because people had started rushing through apprenticeships just to get the new tattooers on the floor earning money, because all these people were coming in to get tattooed, because all of a sudden this underground art form was in their living room.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? It's just it's become very accessible, and it's brilliant because it's become a mainstream career, which is fantastic. But due to the fact that there's no qualifications in tattooing, there's no legislation, someone doesn't really have to know what they're doing. Like I've worked with people that literally were just handed a tattoo machine, and that's all the education that they got, and they've just had to work it out through YouTube or and I think it's great when you've got people with experience, like both you and I have worked with a lot of different artists. We've probably picked up tips all through the past, couple of decades, whatever. And it's nice to put all that knowledge into one place for someone to benefit from. And I think anyone can benefit from this, whether they're an apprentice themselves or whether they've been tattooing like 10 years. There's kind of something there for everyone, and hopefully we can build like a nice community of people that are all kind of supporting each other and empowering each other. And yeah, it's just, and it's sad, isn't it, when information is lost, especially when like our forefathers had to work so hard to get this industry to where it is, with needles, ink, sterilization. And I think we need to kind of honor that a little bit. I think there should be a lot more honor in tattooing as well.
Yes, honor for sure. Honor for how far it's come. Tattooing's been around for tens of thousands of years. This is an ancient and sacred art form. It is not like hairdressing. And if you think about it, hairdressing takes 18 months to 2 years to learn, and all you're doing is cutting hair. You're not breaking skin. You're not doing anything artistic. You're not drawing, designing, moving body parts, all the things that go into tattooing. And we're just finding we see a lot of people make compositional errors on the body that are really easy to avoid. And I just made some needles. I just made a signature series of needles, and I have all of these tattooists that I work with asking me questions. They don't even understand taper and weight and gauge, weight, gauge, diameter, taper. I made all my own needles for the first 15 or 20 years of my career. So I'm like, how is this beautiful knowledge being lost? And what can we do to carry it forward?
Yeah, I think that's it. We just there's no this kind of thing that we've created is not going to teach anyone how to tattoo, is it? There's nothing in this course at all that's going to take a beginner and kind of
No.
teach them.
No.
So this is
hands-on training. Sorry to interrupt, but hands-on
No.
training is the only way. I'm like always wagging my finger about this topic. Hands-on training is the only way. However, if you feel like you just didn't get enough out of your apprenticeship, that's why we did this. Sorry to interrupt you, Becky.
No, that's exactly it, isn't it? And I think for people that are lacking passion or are getting kind of sucked into this insta fame, you know, kind of rat race that we're now in, because there's that pressure as well. Now we have to look a certain way, and I think it's just nice to kind of revisit why we're actually doing this in the first place. And yeah, it's a really positive thing to do. And also, if you're in the UK and you're in lockdown, it's kind of a good way to spend your time while you can't tattoo. You may as well kind of learn all the extra little bits that will just make your work better. Like I've noticed that since putting this course together and working with you, and you know, my work's improved. So it's kind of a win-win, isn't it?
Yeah, and we'll give you lots of little homework assignments, and we're going to grade you and give you some feedback, and the homework is going to be fun, and we hope that everybody will share their homework with each other and give feedback on each other's homework. Of course, positive feedback. You know, we do not want to inspire any haters, because the world has enough of them. We want to inspire a deeper love for this art form that we earn a living by, and this lifestyle that we love so much.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell, isn't it?
So we also made we made it so that you guys can buy it by membership, and you can cancel at any time. So if you decide to just dip your toes in the water like I did back in the 80s there, if you just dip your toes in the class and you do a module or two, and you're like maybe this isn't for me, or I don't have the money to continue on that, we're building it so that every module that you do gives you good value. So it's still worth it. You don't have to do the whole class to do it, but we want to inspire you to do everything, because every single module goes deep into one topic. We have one whole module about needles. We have one whole module about laying out a tattoo design. We have one whole module about machines. And so, yeah, we just hope that you guys love it as much as we do. We had a lot of fun making it.
Yeah, and obviously we'll be kind of adding bits, and you know, we've got the online community, and there's going to be, I'm really excited. Can you tell?
And Zoom meetings. We're going to have Zoom meetings where everybody can chit chat with each other and stuff. That'll be awesome too.
Yeah, that's it. Just, you know, because it's sometimes, I think, especially if you're an artist that works by yourself, it can be quite isolating, and you do lose a bit of inspiration, don't you? So yeah, it would just be really cool. Like, I'm really excited.
All right, guys, so that wraps it up. heartschool.thinkific.com. That's heart as in heart. -school.thinkific.com. I'll put a link in the comments here, and I hope you all come out and check it out and get involved, and let's raise the standards on tattooing and raise the roof in our work.
Yeah.